Hello, children. How are you doing? I hope you are all doing good. So, by now, you have completed your first chapter, which was all about plants, about seed germination, the type of seeds, and the type of crops. Right? So, today we will begin with a new chapter, which is food and health. Okay? Before I begin, I'll show you something. Let's take a look. Okay. Here, I have written some of the food items in two columns. On the left, you can see pulses, rice, grains, milk, meat, fruits. On the right hand side, you can see noodles, jam, pasta, ice cream, and ketchup. Any guesses why I have written all these food items in different columns? Exactly. The things that I have written on the left hand side, they all are healthy foods, and on the other side, all items like pasta, noodles, etc., they are unhealthy foods. So how do you decide whether a food is healthy or not? So that depends upon the nutrients present in that food. I'm sure you are familiar with the term nutrients, all essential nutrients which are required for your body's growth and development, such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals. Right? We'll come to that later. For now, I want you to understand about the division of food groups. Okay, let's take a look at this picture. Here you can see all the food items that I just mentioned, like bread, cereals, and then in the next section you can see fruits and vegetables. Then above that you can see all the milk products, milk, butter, cheese, and then you can see meat, fish, and then on the top you can see the sweets. Why have divided in these food items into groups? The lower food groups, which are your cereals, breads, grains, fruits, vegetables, and milk and cheese, they need to be consumed in the higher quantities as compared to the ones which are above them, like meat, fish, and on the top the sweets. Sweets are not as healthy as the food items listed in the lower group. So this division of food items into various groups, it decides how much intake should be taken for each food item, and this food division is known as food pyramid. What do we call it? Food pyramid. So in short, food pyramid is division of food items into groups where the lower group needs to consumed in higher quantities as compared to the food items given on the top. Okay, so this was all about food pyramid. Now let's come back to the essential nutrients that we were talking about, like carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and proteins, right? So carbohydrates is present in the food items such as rice, potato, sugar, okay? And fats, but of course you already know it is present in butter, ghee, okay, and oils also. And vitamins and minerals, all fruits and vegetables have different kinds of vitamins as well as minerals. And last but not the least, that's your proteins, which is present in milk, meat, fish, cheese, etc. Okay, so a diet, what kind of diet we should take on regular basis, which has all these essential nutrients in proportion. Such a diet is known as balanced diet. Now this balanced diet requirement varies from person to person. Like a younger one needs more nutrition, so the amount of nutrients that he will require in his diet will be different from those required by an adult. Okay. Now, as I said, the carbohydrates, fats, vitamins. Now, why do we require these nutrients? What is the role of these nutrients in our diet? So, carbohydrates and fats are mainly required to provide energy to us. Okay, energy that we require, much needed energy to do any kind of work. Okay, otherwise we will keep feeling lethargic. And then, why do we require vitamins and minerals? Because vitamin and minerals are present in fruits and vegetables. It boosts your body's immunity. It provides your body's ability to fight against different diseases, right? And last but not the least, your proteins, they are necessary for your growth and development, and in it also helps you to recover from injuries faster. Okay, it repairs the damaged part. Okay, so that was the role of each and every nutrient. Now, on the basis of their function, we can divide all the food items into three categories. How? Let's see. Okay, I'm sure it's visible now. Okay, you can see that there are three types of foods mainly. Number one is energy giving, number two is protective food, and number three is bodybuilding foods. Now, energy giving foods, which will that be? That will be your carbohydrates and fats. And your protective food will be your vitamins and minerals. And your last one, the bodybuilding food, will be your proteins. Okay? So what did we learn so far? We learned about the food pyramid, okay? Division of food items into different groups, which decides the consumption of every food item. Okay? The next comes your nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and proteins. And why do we require them? They have different roles and functions. And which food sources are rich in these essential nutrients. And last but not the least, we did the type of food, three types of foods on the basis of the essential nutrients. One is energy giving, which is your carbohydrates and fats. Then second is your protective food, which is your vitamins and minerals. And last is your bodybuilding food, which is your proteins. Now, apart from all these categories of foods, our diet also contains roughage and water. Now, why is roughage required? Water is required, we all know that. But why roughage is required? Roughage is something which is present in certain fruits and vegetables, and it is necessary to get rid of the undigested food out of your body. Okay? Alright. So, intake of all the nutrition is not enough to stay healthy. What else is required so that you can feel fit and healthy all the time? But of course, the regular exercise is must. Playing outdoor games, which I'm sure is not possible right now, but you can do exercise at home. That is possible, right? And last but not the least, taking proper rest and taking adequate amount of sleep every day. Okay, see, if you will not do exercise or any physical activity, you will start feeling lethargic and your muscles will become weak and flabby. Okay, and you would not have any energy left to do any kind of work. You don't want that, right? So you must do regular exercise and you must take proper rest and enough sleep in order to stay fit and healthy. Okay, that was all about today's. So we'll continue this session some other time. Thank you.